Good morning, guys. It is November 7th. It is Thursday, 10:01 in the morning, and we are live here inside of Results One. And I tell you, I got a bolo, which in the law enforcement world is called be on the lookout. And I am on the lookout currently for the world's largest red kettle. Now, red kettle may sound familiar to you because it's part of the Salvation Army, and our partnership with Captain Major Ken Chapman. I've been told that there is a large red kettle somewhere here within our parking lot, and I am currently on the hunt for said kettle. I think we have found it, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is massive, so we're gonna get out and actually make contact here because this thing is improperly parked right here, just blocking our driveway. And let's get out and just see who's currently driving this massive red kettle. And we will see kind of what's going on. Let's get out and see who's responsible for driving this world's largest red kettle. This thing is at least shiny. We got to check. All right, it's got proper registration. Massive thing here. And I think this is a familiar face.
Proceed.
This is Major Ken Chapman, sir. Put that on for me there. Guys, this is the one driving this world's largest red kettle, and he's in our parking lot. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
You're always great, though.
This is the start of the Christmas season, and we are out getting supplies ready to go to our angel tree, which you get results with here with
all the time.
6, and we are excited about the months to come.
If you guys know, Major Ken Chapman was recently promoted. Big deal here for us in Central Florida, because for how long were we calling you Captain?
7 years.
7 years, and now he's even a bigger deal here in Central Florida. Hop on out for me here. You can see this nice truck that he's driving, the emergency services kind of disaster relief a little bit. I've never seen this thing before. This thing is massive. Tell me about this.
So everybody's familiar with the iconic red kettle that the Salvation Army puts out between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
And the money we raise helps us to provide services through the whole year. So we decided here, this is the most magical city on earth. So why can't the Salvation Army have the biggest red kettle, the world's largest red kettle?
This is massive, Major. Now, you said you guys partnered with somebody to make this happen. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, we went to Valencia Accelerated Studies, and we explained our concept. We gave them the kettle that we normally use, modeled it, and said we want the world's largest kettle. So the welding class, that was their project for that quarter.
Unbelievable.
And look what they did. Amazing.
This is gorgeous. You say it's fully functioning, too. Like, if you drop money in that thing,
we can get it out.
You can get it out, kind of thing. Now,
absolutely.
You guys use this for, obviously, a lot of awareness.
Yes.
Public relations and stuff like that. I've seen you in parades.
Yes.
We'll actually see you in a parade on Saturday, the Veterans Parade. They'll be out here. But it's a little warm out here. Let's hop in the truck and have a little discussion real quick.
Let's go.
So Captain Major Chapman's going to jump in the truck. We're going to talk for a second. Hold on. There we go. You should be able to hear us now. So talk to me a little bit, Major. This thing, I've never seen anything like this, let alone there's nowhere else you will find this size,
That's
right?
right.
There are other ones.
But not that big.
You could definitely tell the Major's very proud.
That's right.
Of their, especially it's right here in Orlando. How lucky are we?
We have other officers saying, "Oh, our kettle's bigger than yours." So let's go on FaceTime and measure it.
Right, measure it out. So, do you know the dimensions of this?
I don't, but it is the world's largest.
He just knows flat out.
That's right.
That's it. No one's coming closer to this. So, talk to me about this red kettle awareness thing that you guys are promoting, because most people associate the kettle to just Christmas time and those December holidays, but they don't realize what they're funding. Talk to me about that.
We have a saying, a motto: need knows no season. So the Salvation Army, 365 days a year, never closes. Our shelters are always open, 1,000 meals a day, 300 beds of shelter.
1,000 meals every day.
Every day, and 20,000 at Thanksgiving, by the way. And so we take this very seriously. We want to lift people up, give them hope, give them a safe haven. The money from the Red Kettle campaign does that. So we have a special challenge this year.
Okay.
We're going to include you in one of these.
Let's do it.
So it's called the Red Kettle Challenge Adventure.
So you're adding this word adventure to it, and I'm not going to lie. It gets me a little nervous because I know you, and you're not your average area commander.
Last year, Commissioner Peggy Chowdhury from Osceola and I zip-lined over alligators to drop money in the world's largest kettle.
Guys, you hear that?
This year, we're going to do indoor skydiving, not from a plane, but indoor skydiving. We're inviting you to join us on that adventure.
Let's do it.
We're going to do all kinds of flips and things in the air, and we're going to work it so we get money in the Red Kettle. And then we're going to challenge the whole community to do the same kind of thing. You know, you come up with a creative way of how you get money.
I like this.
Send it to us. We're going to post it all over social media.
So you're asking basically for a social media challenge for the Red Kettle, showing your most creative way to deliver money into the kettle.
Yes, a high school football team could
score a touchdown and suddenly it lands in the kettle kind of thing.
Right. And so there's all kinds of unlimited opportunities. And we're going to give some great prizes like Disney passes and things like that to the ones that do the best, because we believe that people, once they get involved with this, this could be an organic, wonderful campaign.
Oh, amazing. So the kettle alone, so you guys do accept donations throughout the year.
Absolutely.
But when you're funding the kettle, when you see that kettle, that's what really allows you guys to do your magic.
Year round.
Truly God's work, what you guys are doing.
We raise 60% of our budget in November and December.
And that's then spread out throughout the year.
Absolutely. And like you said, 1,000 meals a day, 300 beds of shelter, rehabilitation services for men who are addicted to alcohol, youth services, women and children, veterans.
And then unfortunately, some recovery stuff for you guys. You had the fire.
Yes.
In downtown Orlando. How's that coming
We had
along?
that in Osceola.
In Osceola, excuse me.
It took us a while to bounce back, but we never stopped giving our services. The Church of the Nazarene took us in, and we can work out of there. And we have a $10 million plan in 2 years. We'll have a big facility where you can go to one place and get everything you need in one stop.
It's amazing the relationships you have, and I say you because I think it is special to the person. And I know you do not like getting accolades outside of your team, but it does take true leadership. And I think, Major, we love you. We would not be doing this with the Salvation Army, I don't think, if it wasn't, you were not part of it because of how forward you are. But let's talk about your relationships that allow the Salvation to be successful through the community. You've got like commissioners that will bend over backwards just to make sure you guys have what you need, whether it's Osceola, Orange, the cities, stuff like that. It's amazing.
So I work with 4 different governments, and we have cultivated great relationships. People invest in nonprofits when they know they're doing the most good, but they also invest in people. So my relationships with the leaders are not just for funding that we need, but I get involved with their families. I know their families, and I care about them. I give pastoral care to a lot of leaders here in town.
You were there for me when my dad passed, and
what a great celebration that was.
You were phenomenal, and that just goes to show it's more than just a PR thing.
Well, for me, I had a life before as a Salvation Army officer as an event producer. I produced Olympic ceremonies in Barcelona, Spain, Atlanta. And
Mr. Fancy.
Well, I was in green rooms with Aretha Franklin and people like that.
Now he's throwing, so he's flexing on us. He's flexing a little bit.
And so when we were called, my wife and I, into full-time service as the Salvation Army, we make less money than we've ever made in our life. But it is a calling. It is not a job. And the passion that both of us share to help people who cannot help themselves, to bring hope. We go out on the street twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. As a matter of fact, Matt goes with us on Tuesdays
Wow.
a lot of times. He doesn't even tell anybody.
No, I never knew that.
And we serve about 500 chronically homeless on the street every week.
You bring the meals to them.
We bring meals, clothing, and hope to them. And we hope we can rescue one by one them from the street. And it's become a life passion. So it's not a job. So I'm excited. I'm bubbling over. I'm always in trouble in the headquarters because I'm always making them work harder. I'm going outside the box. But when I have partnerships like News 6, when you talk about getting results, when we do this together,
It's crazy.
my goodness, we are a force in the community. And in the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a lot.
Well, and I'm glad you segued into that, because coming up next Friday is the start of our Angel Tree
Mall at
program.
Millennia.
Mall at Millennia. We'll all be there. The News 6 kind of teams up. There's some of the video that we've had from previous
Yes.
distributions and
Yes.
collections. I tell you, when I joined here, I had no idea the emotional community impact that I would be involved in.
Yes.
And every year, the News 6 team has gotten to take part. My mother is a big volunteer
rings
with you,
bells
and she
for us.
rings bells with you guys. And the pickup day is just absolutely amazing.
And let me
What's-
point out,
go for
in
it,
that
please.
pickup day, you changed a tire, a flat tire for
That-
one of the
yeah,
clients.
you
that
know,
came
that's
through.
just what we do.
In the rain.
In the rain,
Yeah.
in a suit, it is just what we do. And I think that's when you have a focus on service, it doesn't matter the environment.
Right.
Really
Well,
you're in.
what I learned, I had a lot of good relationships with other media and my other appointments, but never have I experienced what News 6 does for us. The broadcasting on distribution day, the Giving Tuesday, every day for a month. You're saying how many angels have been adopted and turned
Non-stop.
in. Non-stop. We couldn't pay for that. But what I learned, and this is what really warms my heart, even the people behind the camera, the gaffers, the people.
Yeah, they have a great time.
Everybody cares at News 6 about this angel tree.
Yes.
And this angel tree this year will be 6,000 children
Whoa.
and 1,000 senior citizens.
So we're upping it.
1,000. The economy has gotten so difficult. You've been to the grocery store.
Yes.
It is difficult, and more people are in need than ever before. And this community, because of News 6, will be able to fund and take care of every need here for Christmas.
It is an amazing time, because once the tree goes up in our lobby and then all the angels are on it, obviously there are other locations to find your angels as well, but it's almost like a frenzy on grabbing, oh, I want this, I want that, or I want a senior and a youth, but it's nonstop here.
Everybody wants to adopt a 5-year-old girl because Barbie and Pink.
It's
and
easy.
Unicorns
It's
is
easy to shop for.
The
I don't have
hardest-
kids, Major. I know it's easy to shop that
But
way.
the hardest, and we'll challenge you this year, is the 10 to 12-year-old boys.
Okay.
Think about that. They're harder to buy for, but think about that because that's where we always struggle. But News 6, your employees, your staff
Yep.
adopts angels. I mean,
Yes.
there's like over 150 angels that your staff, and you've already put out all this other stuff trying to help us. It's an amazing partnership. I'm eternally grateful for it. And when you say getting results, that is not just a slogan like
No.
ours, doing the most good. That doesn't mean we're doing better than anybody else. That means we're doing the most good with the resources you entrust to us. Getting results, I've learned with News 6, really means we're going to get to the bottom of this
Correct.
and straighten it out.
It's our core values.
That's right.
A lot of people sometimes make fun of how often we say it, but it is truly embedded into what we do. Heck, some people are like, "Man, Steve, you're kind of that trooper that's involved, that cop and news guy," but I'm part of that results mission too.
That's
every
right.
day. Why do we call this Results One? This truck right here, because we're out embedded in the community getting answers.
But even changing a tire for
Yeah.
someone who didn't have a way to do that, I mean, the little things
It's the little
make the
things.
big difference.
Hey, you're preaching it.
And so every time I'm interviewed by News 6, I try to work in getting results.
Oh, he does nonstop, guys.
because I believe in it.
Yes.
I believe in it, and
You-
I've
you
witnessed
do.
it firsthand.
You do, and we've been able to do it together.
Yes.
And I'm excited for this year. So obviously, if people want to get involved with the Salvation Army here in this location, how would they do that?
SalvationArmyOrlando.org
Okay.
and SalvationArmyOsceola.org. Every dime raised in Orange stays in Orange, and every dime raised in Osceola stays in Osceola. We pledge to do the most good with what you entrust to us. But get these angels adopted coming up real soon. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the skydiving.
Well, as long as your people say, "Oh, look, our guys are already throwing it up here on the screen.
There you
How
go.
they can get involved right there. The website is there. You could pick if you want to learn how to maybe combat addiction, provide shelter. Everything is right there on the website. Their website is super friendly. And like the Major just said, every dime within your county goes back to your county. And Major, that brings such joy to my heart, because how often do we donate to a large organization and then those funds
nationally.
just disappear nationally? And when people donate, I genuinely feel they're donating because they're trying to affect their community.
You are absolutely right. 82 cents of every dollar donated goes to
That's
the
huge.
direct services.
That's
I
huge.
can prove you that to you by the way I'm paid.
Right.
But
These
it's-
guys
it's
don't make a whole bunch of money, guys, I promise you. And the amount of sacrifice that you and your wife put in, because your wife is also heavily involved.
Well, she is the angel tree.
Amen.
I'm the eye candy of the angel tree.
He's smart.
And it always makes people laugh.
He's a smart guy. Listen, if you've never met his wife, you understand why they are the way they are. But Major, any opportunity I get to hang out with you is always a blessing. So thank you again. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yes.
And then you could have your people call my people, and maybe you can get me into this
we're
indoor
going to
skydive.
get you in that.
Let's do it. I'm down. I know whoever's watching this is probably excited for that. I know my bosses will probably be like, Steve, get in the tube.
Let's
So-
get a little extra insurance, for that. day.
Yeah, we've had some incidents here at News 6, so we got to be super careful. But I know you have a lot to do within this community. Orange County and Osceola is always in need, and you're always there. So, Major, thank you
And
so
I'm
much.
in results one.
Yes.
Getting results.
Getting results right here. So guys, head to clickorlando.com for more. Stick with us, please, because for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be nothing but getting results with the Salvation Army and then, of course, the Angel Tree program. But the reason for today's stream is the kickoff to the Red Kettle Challenge. They're going to be posting on social media, so I gave you their website, but also they have individual accounts on social media for Osceola and Orange County under the Salvation Army tabs. So give them a follow. They have great information, especially their relationships with local commissioners and obviously their partnership here with News 6. So you guys have an amazing, blessed Thursday. Major, thank you again.
Getting results.
Amen there. We'll see you guys later.